We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added that says,
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on. We have the United States of Biafra now. Let's watch.
As an elder statesman, Prof, what have you people, I mean the Igbo leadership, the elders of Igbo land, what have you done to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Is there anything that you know that you have done that we don't know, like approaching the presidency or reaching out to, the powers that be to ensure the release of Nnamdi Kanu? And has it been accepted? Has it been rebuffed or any of such things? I'd like to know, because you also said something like, if it comes out, we, the elders of the Southeast, will talk to him. Is there anything that you want to let us into?
Yes. Through direct and indirect means, we have also been talking to those leaders in power. I'm a member of the Patriotic Southern Nigeria Middle Belt Congress, who have issued, of which Ife Clark is my leader, Aya Debanjo is my leader. These people have spoken as elders on their own right. They don't want the Igbos to be part of this country. They should let us go. They should let the Igbos go. Is that far? Is that good? Is that deep? Is that fundamental? I'm part of this patriotic group of Nigerians who are not only elders and who are not Igbos. So Nnamdi Kanu's case is beyond ethnic identity, beyond being Igbo. It's an issue of fundamental right of existence and justice and inclusion. Whether this government will, and I hope that it could, representations have been made to, as far as I know, to the leadership of this government in this matter, and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I know that has been done, and I don't want to talk about other issues now. But
all right, then. Thanks very much, Prof. Okay. Okay, Prof. Let's sketch around Ohaneze Ndigbo and what is going on in Ohaneze. I understand that you're a founding member of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Now, in trying to resolve the crisis of Igbo identity, the Ohaneze, in their wisdom, decided to take the leadership of Ohaneze to River State, where we have a chunk of the Igbo population, so to say. And this is not the first time. We also had it in Delta State, where we have Igbo-speaking people. And a certain Ralph, which I'm sure you know Ralph very closely. Ralph was a former president of President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo. And there was no fuss about his being the headship or the leader of Ohaneze. But all of a sudden, we are getting some kind of backlash, from the Ikwere people saying, oh, we are not Igbo, we are Igbo, and all of that. How much of that do you think that can happen, in resolving the crisis of Igbo identity? One, and does it look like the Azota Mbata presidency is going to add to or diminish to that struggle, to identify who is Igbo and who is not?
Thank you very much for that question. If you have followed the history of identity problems and marginalization, you will know that what is happening in the River State or even among Igbos is nothing new. There was a time, because of injustice meted to the Jews, some Jews denied their Jewishness. There was a time in America, the blacks, I studied there and I taught there for a long time, moved from being Negroes to Black Americans to Afro-Americans and so on and so forth. They're all part of identity issue. There's nothing in a name, yet there's something in a name. So I'm not surprised of what is happening among transactional elements in Ikwere who may say they are not Igbos. And we don't have to go through DNA to know whether they are Igbos or not. Yet, but yes, there is something in a name. Is Obibo not Igbo? Is Mbata not Igbo? Azota, is it not Igbo? Is Wike not Igbo? I attended school. I started my primary school in Diob, Port Harcourt. The headmaster of St. Andrew's School, my school, was one Mr. Okonkwo. Diob is Ikwere. I lived there as a young man in my teen. That's where I started primary school. I ate with Ikwere people. I didn't know whether they were Ikwere or not. I knew them as Igbos. We played football together, and I grew up together. We called Elelengwa Elelengwa. Okay, before it was named Port Harcourt, it was Iguacha. It was only later that Lord Lugard changed the name to Port Harcourt to please his friend, who was the colonial, I think the colonial secretary at that time, secretary for the colonies, Mr. Harcourt. It was called Iguacha. It wasn't the white people that called it Iguacha. It was Igbos in Ikwere. All right. So, but coming later on, as late or as early as 2017, when there was going to be an election, the election that brought up Nyanwood, Ohaneze leadership sent me, Ihechukwu Madubuike, to conduct the election, Ohaneze election, in Port Harcourt. And who else received me than this present, my brother, young brother, Yesu Wike? He received me. I discussed with him, and he said, these are the people you should work with. Ohaneze. He did not only receive me, he put me in Hotel Presidential with my colleagues and received us very well. Go and ask him. Maybe he has forgotten. I was the person then. I worked with them, and we set up the Ohanese leadership in 2017 that took part in the election in Enugu of Wood and Okuko, the secretary, and others. Isaac Nwao also took part in the election and became deputy and Igor. When I was minister, I worked very closely with Victor Igwe Masi from Ikwere. I worked very closely with Emmanuel Agoma, who was then Minister of Agriculture. From Ikwere, Woluchem was a member of Ohanese. From Ikwere. So this identity crisis is concerned. For me, it's not real. Okay. But I don't care. There are things, wherever you see one Igbo man who says he's an Igbo man, we embrace him. There are many of us who are not in Ohanese, whom we should go and look for. There are Igbos in Benue. Over 1 million of them, they are there. Ohanese should go and look for them. There are Igbos in Cross River. There's a place called Ikorichi. I went to school in Calabar too. Ikot Ichi. Ikot means forest or children of Ichi. Ichi is Igbo. They are still there. There are Igbos in Opobo. There are Igbos in Akwa Ibom. There are Igbos in Igala. There are Igbos in Edo. This is the function of a Renaissance Ohanese group, not a divisive one. Okay. And I have told them that.
All right then.
I wrote a book here, which the Igbo challenge in Nigeria. I presented to Ohanese in 2015.
Okay.
When Igariwe was the president. And my friend John was the president. It was made a compulsory read for all Igbos, all Ohanese people. I with others, wrote the paper.
Okay.
The Igbo position during the 2014 Jonathan Constitutional Conference. I was there to defend it.
All right, and Prof, I must admit,
including more states for us. Nigeria must give us additional states. We believed in that constitution. We agreed that the Igbos must have a state, a justification state, the sixth state that will make us part of this country.
All right.
Why can't Nigeria?
Okay, Prof, unfortunately, we are running out of time. I wish we had more time to talk about more and more of what you have, and your take is quite incisive, and I marvel at the kind of astonishing clarity that you have to remember things that happened over 40 years ago. That's quite awesome. Now, Prof, as we coast home, I would like for you to briefly tell us, I'm not trying to preempt the book that you are writing or the manuscript that is submitted to a publisher. Prof, will you say that Nigeria is a failed state, or is it a failing state, or what?
That's the question I asked. Nigeria has all the indices, because I have studied this, all the indices of a failing state.
Okay.
It can no longer control its borders. Some other non-state actors are taxing citizens of this country, and they're paying in order to get to farmland, in order to do certain things. That's one of the indices of a failed state, when you can no longer control every part of your state. Terrorism is another indices. All right? When you have terrorists, you cannot control. So there are the other factors. So I asked questions. I said, Nigeria should tell me eventually. And the United States think tank came up and said, unless certain remedial features are put in place, Nigeria may fail.
All right, and thanks very much. Thank you very much, Professor.
2030, that miserable 5 years from now.
Thank you very much. This is how far we can go on this exclusive. Prof, thank you very much. I can't wait to have you again on this program, and I hope you just do well to oblige me anytime I knock on your door. Now, we've been speaking with Professor... Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The pleasure is mine. I appreciate you, sir. Now, we've been speaking with Professor Madubuike. He's an academic, journalist, author, and politician who was a founding member of Ohanese Ndibo. He served as a member in Imo State House of Assembly. He was appointed Federal Minister of Education. He's also served as Minister for Health and a lot more. He was executive director. He's one of us. As a journalist, he was executive director and chairman, editorial board of Champion Newspapers Limited. He was a member of NPP between 1979 and 1983. He holds the traditional titles of Onunekuro Hawan of Isuochi, Omemma one of Unato, and also is the one of Okigwe. Prof, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And that's a wrap for this show. Do well to join us by 2 o'clock as we bring African news to you. I am Chukuma Okoro, and bye for now.
We are going to use this particular tomorrow to send a very strong message after tomorrow. And as this sit down and sit at home is ongoing, we will stage manhunt on all Ibubago. Anywhere they are in Biafra land, we are going to stage manhunt. The Biafra people are ready. And anybody who comes, we collect. Anybody who comes in between this manhunt against the killers of our people, will collect. So therefore, as you sit at home tomorrow, we are going to be watching out for the appearance of a Bubago anywhere. Any place you see them, bring them down. Visit their unit, any place they have unit, anywhere in Biafra land, bring them down. After tomorrow, sit at home, we expect that the entire Biafrans, any day you see anything looking like a Bubago in uniform, go after them. Anywhere, whether in Ebonyi State, whether in Enugu State, whether in Imo State, whether in Anambra State, whether in Cross River, although they are not in those areas, but anywhere you see them, go after them, bring them down. Because it is time, those things that they are looking for has come. And we are not going to stop until we see them no more in Biafra territory. The war has been declared. They started it, and now it is official. I want to tell you one thing. Some of you who have been, reading some unscrupulous individuals, some criminals who are trying to speak against the civil disobedience tomorrow, they don't know that Biafra has left them. These are criminals who never wanted any good for Biafra. These are criminals who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are criminals who don't value life. They kill their own. These are criminals who exposes our ESN when ESN was under their command. These are criminals who call the names of our people on Radio Biafra to be killed. These are criminals who have lost relevance. These are criminals who nobody even listening to. So you see the court adjoin something that they are writing on social media, you just laugh. This has further exposed them that they never meant well for Biafra people until we came on board to sack and destroy their establishment of career agitators. This particular incident of killings has further exposed those who never meant well for Biafra people. I want to tell you that autopilot IPOB, we are not going to spare anyone that killed our own. We are freedom fighters, and we are not going to fight freedom forever. Our target of fighting the freedom is between now and next year. We want to see Biafra come. I am not here to preach peace, because Nigeria has given us not just terrorism, but have given our people the worst nightmare and the worst life. So I do not come here to preach peace to people who come with AK-47 to kill us. What I am preaching is I am preaching something more than AK-47 to combat them. I am not here to preach peace. Anybody that is coming to say you want peace must first of all leave our land. You leave our land, you drop your AK-47 you have come to kill our people with, and we are going to give you peace. I want everybody to understand that you must disregard every statement coming from anywhere that have not suggested they are in line with the anger of the Biafra people. So any statement coming from anywhere in this particular incident that has happened will give you a very clear picture of who is against you. Because some of them still believe that people are still listening to them. Some of them still believe that they are still in Biafra struggle. They have left Biafra struggle, my people. They are no longer here. Nobody talks to them. They have no control over ESN. They have nothing to offer. They have lost everything because every reasonable person have seen the criminality, the treacherous activities, the betrayal activities. The modus operandi is contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done for many years. And it is now crystal clear that they work for Nigeria government. I read one of them, they say Simon Ekpa is a translator in Finland. They know my job. They say Simon Ekpa is a translator. And if Simon Ekpa is a translator, what is your own job? Can we know the job of all those criminals we have expelled from IPOB? They don't have a job. They don't have no job. But they write my job. They know everything about me. They say Simon Ekpa, who is a translator in Finland. If I am a translator is a job. What is your own job? Where do you work? These are people who have never done decent job in their life. They don't know what is job. They have never done decent job in their life. And they are piloting affair to get the freedom of a nation. It's a shame. It's a shame. The reason why I wanted to make a reference to this idiotic and frivolous statement coming from a faceless human being is that he said Simon Ekpa is a translator in Finland. And I do not know whether translator is not a job. Okay? But in all these years that these people were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with their criminality, nobody knows what they do for a living. Nobody knows their job. Nobody knows where they study. Nobody knows their qualification. They don't have CV. They have no, they have no profile. Nobody knows what they do. All they do is to shout and call the name of people on Radio Biafra. Nothing else. Ask them, what have you done in your life? There is nothing to show for it. But they know it is public information that my law firm offers translation and translating and interpretation services. So if I am doing that, is it not a job? Tell us your own job. Tell us your qualification. Tell us where you went to school. Tell us what you have done that made you think you can actually pilot affair of Biafra nation, of nation of professors, doctors, and reasonable people. Tell us what you have done in your life. Tell us your status in the country where you live. You don't know, but you are quick to write about Simon Ekpa. you are quick to tell Nigerians that Simon Ekpa is this and Simon Ekpa is that. They say that Simon Ekpa, the Nigerian government have used him to come to destroy IPOB. And today, we have ordered sit at home against Nigerian government tomorrow. Yet, the people who say Simon Ekpa work for Nigerian government have come now to come and attack the sit at home. Biafrans will speak in a very language they will never understand by tomorrow. The day we ordered 3 days sit at home, they came against it. How many of you remember? How many of you remember that we have actually ordered 3 days sit at home? Biafra complied. Let me tell you one thing. Biafrans are ready to leave Nigeria, and they are ready to do anything when they know that what we are doing is those that will prepare them for Nigeria exit. So it does not matter. I want you to understand today that these criminals whom we have expelled from the Biafra struggle, because we have actually expelled them. You don't see them anywhere anymore on social media. We have expelled them. We have exposed and blocked all their career in this agitation. They are now running mad, and some of them are going crazy on social media. They believe that nobody else will get Biafra except those criminals. They believe that it is only them that is going to get Biafra. Are you not surprised that the people fighting Biafra have turned around to sing P2B? Are you not surprised that in forums, in groups, all of them are preaching, come and don't follow Simon Ekpa, let us try P2B? Are you not surprised? The same people will turn around to tell you that Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government. The sit-at-home order have been condemned by every person working for Nigerian government. So, if you support the sit-at-home, it means you are against Nigeria. If you come against the sit-at-home, you are for Biafra. And that is exactly the way it is. And when you listen to some of it, and the illiterate people, because some of them, none of them go to school, none of them went to school, none of them, I'm telling you, this is not, none of them went to school. I read a press statement coming from a non-entity. Honestly, it's a shame. It's a shame that some of them can still come and write. When you listen to them, they say, oh, unapproved sit at home. I do not know who they think they are talking to. What I want to tell them today is that if they believe that they are the one who are talking and people listening, they should come out tomorrow. As simple as that. Let them come out. Tomorrow we are going to mourn and protest heavily. We are going to speak to the power that be, that you can no longer kill Biafra people and go away. And I want to make it very clear that from now going forward, every killings like this will attract a very capital punishment, from civil disobedience to something else. That is the language we are going to be speaking. Any killing anywhere, if we know that a Bubago secretly anywhere take the life of any Biafra, it will attract sit at home and it will attract manhunt. From now, anywhere, any day in Biafra territory, any person that is killed will attract sit at home protest and at the same time manhunt, and that person must be brought, that will bring it down. So, wonderful Biafra people, it does not matter what they do, we are in freedom fighting, and I'm not here for peace. The peace I am for is that once you stop killing my people, we are going to have peace. We are not the one killing. And let me tell you people, those of you had it paid that like they have been killing our people on every sit at home, if these killings actually happened on Monday, which is a normal sit at home, maybe from 9 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. in the evening, as the case may be, do you know what they will say? They will say, oh, it's Simon Ekpa boys. It's Simon Ekpa boys. Simon Ekpa boys, they are the one. But today, you see how God exposes them? That is how God works. The same people you see that killed these 14 young men has been the one, the brain behind all the killings in Biafra land. And what they are doing is to use it to blackmail Biafra. But God has exposed them. And this opportunity has come. This opportunity, one thing about autopilot is that we strike at the right time. No, we never miss target. We never miss target. We never miss opportunity. Every opportunity that comes, we have always grabbed it. That is one thing about autopilot. We never miss. So opportunity has come again. Opportunity for uprising has come. Opportunity to avenge all the things that have done to us have come. So we are not going to allow anybody to deal with us again and go free. And I want to inform you today that from tomorrow, as this thing is ongoing, we are going to stage manhunt for the every Ebubago in Biafra land. And if your brother is one of them, tell him to leave. Believe me, it does not matter where you are. Whether you are in Enugu, whether you are in Anambra, whether you are in Ebonyi, wherever you are, you can never escape this. Because Biafra people will revolt and the revolution has started. So those of you in Imo State, sit at home must be enforced. Must be enforced. It is going to be part of the demonstration. And then after tomorrow, we are expecting you on the street again. From Saturday, we expect you on the street. Anywhere you see them, engage them. We must speak in a different language. Different language now is that because Hope Uzodinma has come to say that it was gangs, it was DSS, there were criminals, there were that. Every investigation we have done so far have suggested that these young men are innocent of every allegation levied against them. And like I've always said, if we are not getting mad and we do not show how crazy we are to protect our, they will take us for granted. And they will continue to take us for granted. And for that reason, because autopilot is not here for too much talk, autopilot is...
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what you think about the video I just played, go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafran government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne.